Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and this video is brought to you by Capcom as well as Dragon's Dogma 2, which recently did just release on PC. Amidst technical issues that the game does have, there is fundamentally a really well-designed game that is here. And I do want to highlight that portion of the game. We've talked about it quite a lot. I'll talk about some of these statements as well as updates that are coming to this game in the near future. But the game itself has quite a lot of depth to it, and you need to know what you are getting yourself into with Dragon's Dogma 2, because as an open world action RPG, I think for some people, the elements that this game brings to the table, it's going to be incredibly engaging. If you want a game that is a little bit less hand-holding and really just drops you into the world, and you have a lot of depth in terms of how to tackle the game, it's going to be a game that you really enjoy. Now, if you want the game to really hold your hand and guide you through every step of the way, there are definitely some QOL updates over Dragon's Dogma 1, but still, this is a game that really lets the player decide in how they want to tackle the game. And when you get started with the game, you get an immense amount of character customization options. This is something that I feel like was apparent going into the release of the game, but once you actually start the game and you get into the character customizer. Now, bear in mind, they also do have a bunch of preset characters, so if you just want to, gloss right by the character customizer and you want to select a pre-made character, there's a lot of options as far as that's concerned. But as far as the character customizer goes, there's so much depth to it in terms of how you want your character to look like. They've got a couple different races and just a ton of customization options as far as your character's physical appearance. And that's something that people are going to spend a wide variety of time into. Some people, I think, are going to breeze by it in 5 to 10 minutes, and other people are legitimately going to spend 30, 45 minutes to an hour in terms of creating their character. And then the biggest selection that is going to be fundamental to the gameplay is the vocations. The vocations that you're going to start off with are 4 different categories. You have fighter, archer, thief, and mage, and obviously each one of them are going to tackle the gameplay a little bit differently. Fighter is going to be your typical sword and shield, archer, bow and arrow. Thief can hold 2 daggers, and then Mage is your typical spellcaster. But on top of that, the vocations gradually evolve, and then you have advanced vocations, you have hybrid vocations that are going to alter the gameplay and how you interact with the enemies and how you fight the enemies themselves. On top of that, one of the key integral elements of Dragon's Dogma is the pawn system. Now, when you play the game, you have a main pawn that you're going to pick pretty early on in the game. That main pawn almost acts as a secondary character and is integral throughout the entirety of the game in aiding you in quests and various things like that. On top of your main pawn that will be leveled, that you will be able to customize a lot, you will have extra pawns that you can hire. Now, these extra pawns that you can hire, you can't level them, so they act as characters that can aid you in various quests, but ultimately, you'll probably have to let them go, and then you'll hire new pawns that are going to be more, catered for the level that you're at and more beneficial in that area. But it offers a lot of customizability because you're going to have your main character, you're going to have a vocation for them, and then implementing the vocations of your pawns as well, and creating a party that best fits the scenario. It offers a lot of depth to the gameplay. While initially you're playing this game and it can seem kind of bare bones, and definitely with the first little bit of time I found the game to be a bit bare bones in terms of the gameplay, the actual gameplay. I was like, okay, it can get a little bit redundant, but then it gradually evolves, and that's what you want out of an RPG. You want that gameplay to gradually evolve. You don't want it to drop everything with you at once. At least personally speaking, that's not what I want, but it definitely offers for a set of creativity as you progress through the game. You're gonna find a variety of different bosses that you can implement different play styles and different party formations and taking them down. Definitely a rewarding experience. Now, the exploration in the game, that is one element that I think some people are going to find very engaging, and then other people might find it to be something not for them. Obviously, a big point is there's no typical fast travel that you're gonna have throughout the game that's gonna make exploration a breeze. No, a lot of it is you going from point A to point B and traveling the entire way. That is kind of the idea of the game in terms of making the traversal enjoyable, and you're always finding new things and there's new things to encounter, but I get it that some people are just not going to be into traversing their whole way through, but there is a very, very in-depth world with a ton of detail and a lot to discover, so that is exciting, but I definitely understand for a lot of other people that is not going to be their cup of tea. There are other elements to utilize, such as aux cards, and you do have fast travel points that you can create, but for the most part, the traversal and the exploration, that is a big element of the game, and really, a lot of your time is going to be spent going from point A to point B and exploring everything, and obviously going off the beaten path will extend the game quite a bit. Now, obviously, also, at this stage of the game, there are quite a few performance issues. Now, I'm currently playing the game on an RTX 4070, but a laptop variant of that GPU, so keep that in mind, but I'm getting okay frame rates. It's certainly playable, but the game, while it does look good visually, it shouldn't be performing like this, and obviously Capcom is very aware of this. They're going to roll out updates and patches to make the performance better, noting we are already planning to release patches including the following updates and fixes in the near future, and we'll release them as soon as they are ready for distribution, adding the option to start a new game when the save data already exists, of course changing the number of Art of Metamorphosis items available at pawn guilds in the game to 99, making the quest that allows players to acquire their own dwelling available earlier in the game, improving quality when DLSS super resolution is enabled, fixing an issue related to the display of models under some specific settings, and miscellaneous text display issues and miscellaneous bug fixes as well. So hopefully the performance consistently gets better. The game visually does look good, but it's not like I'm going to say that this is the best looking game of all time. Far from it. Not crazy about the microtransaction elements either. Obviously, you don't have to take part in them. Everything is available in-game and fairly accessible in-game, but still, it's not something that I am a big fan of in a fully premium price game, but it is what it is as far as that's concerned. I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can check out my Nexus store and check out the game for yourself, so definitely go check that out. Again, thanks to Capcom and Dragon's Dogma. While the game does have its issues right now, foundationally and fundamentally, there's a lot to like with the game, so whether you buy it now, whether you buy it down the line, definitely something to check out at some point. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.